What's up, YouTube? Let's do the LA Times Impossible Sudoku puzzle for October 19th, 2025. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe for more Sudoku videos like this. We're getting close to 600 subscribers, and my goal for the end of the year is to get to 1,000. So if you have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And if you'd like to try this puzzle yourself, there is a link in the description. So with that said, let's fill the grid. All right, so up here we have 9 in one of these two cells. Let's see, let's look here. We have 8, 6, and 2. So 2 is going to be in one of these two cells here. 7 is also going to be over here in one of these 3 cells. This 8 looks into this box, and we can place an 8 in this box because there's 2 8s looking up. So that's an 8 right there. And we can place another 8 in this box right here. 6 is going to be in one of these two cells right here. It's going to look over into this box and put 6 in one of these two cells. We have 2 1s looking up into this box. It's going to put 1 in one of these two cells because we have a 1 right here. Just kind of hopping around here. 6 and 7 are looking into this box. The 7 will be restricted to these two cells. 6 and 6 look into this box, so 6 will be in one of these two cells. Let's see. We got 4 and 4 looking down into this box, and this 4 looks across, so that's going to be a 4 right there. It's going to put 4 in one of these 3 cells. 8, 2, and 3 down here looking into this box. It's going to put 3 in one of these two cells here. 3 is going to be restricted to these two cells here, so we have this 3 and this 3 looking in. We also have 8, 9, 1, and 4. So we have 8, 1, and 4 down here, but 9 is going to be restricted to these two cells. And so 9 in this box is restricted to these two cells. Let's look at this middle box. This middle box just starts off with 3 open cells. Everything else is given. So we still need a 5, 7, and 9. Let's just write that out like that. This is not going to be a 9. This is not going to be a 7. This could be any one of those. This middle row right here is down to 3. We need a 5, 9, and 7. Okay, so it looks like this is just 5, 9. This is just 5, 9. So the only place for 7 in this row is right here. There we go. It's going to remove 7 as an option from that cell. Okay. All right, let's let's look here. 1 and 1 are looking into this box. So 1's in one of those 3 cells. These 2 1s are looking into this box, so 1's going to be in one of those 2 cells. What I am going to do, well, before I do that, I was going to fill these 2 boxes in, and I will do that, but the 2 here, I notice we can mark those 2's. Oh, we can actually place a 2 in this box because we have this 2 looking at this cell. So that's going to be a 2 right there. It's going to put 2 in one of these 2 cells, and 2 is going to be up here in one of these 2 cells. We already have 2's marked actually over here, so if we didn't, we could mark those 2's because of that, but we already have that marked because of this 2. All right, so this box is down to 3. We need a 3, 5, and 6. So 3 is placed right here. This 3 looks across. So that's 3. It's going to put 3 in one of these 3 cells. So we have these pointing 3's down here. So let's fill this in. We still need a 5 and a 6. And that's going to point to this cell and make it a 7. And that'll remove 7 from there. So we have a 5, 9 left in this box. The 7 that we just placed here places a 7 in this box. And so 7 is going to be in one of these 3 cells down here. This is a pair, so we have the 5, 6 over here, and the rest of the row is filled out. So we still need a 4. That's going to be a 1, 4 pair. So this is going to be a 5, 9 right here. So now we have 5 and 5 pointing down to this box. So 5 will be in one of these 3 cells. 9 and 9 are pointing down here. 9 is going to be in one of those 3. So what do we have going on here? I don't know if we can place anything, but let's think about each one of these cells. Look at all these markings here. Let's just think about that for a minute. This can't be a 1. Actually, let's look at this cell. This can't be a 1, 2. Could be 3. Can't be 4. Can't be 5, 6, 7. It could be 8, and it can't be 9. So this is just 3, 8. Let's just mark it like that. All right, let's come back to this. I don't think this cell is going to be more restricted. So let's go to these 2 boxes like I was going to do. We need a 3, 9, and what are the other 2? We need a 5 and a 7. So 3, 5, 7, 9 for the entire box. Okay, this is not going to be 3. You can see a 3 right there and in the row. Got 7 in the column, 3 in the row. And 9 in the column means 9 can't go in either of those. We had the 9's corner marked and the 3's corner marked. So let's do this box. We need a 5, 6, 7, 9. All right, so this is not 6, 7. We already have that in the column, so we can remove 7 and 9 from here, 7 and 9 in this column. All right, so that does give us a 5, 6 right here. And that means this has to be a 9. So we can take 9 out of there. And the 5, 6 pair in this box means that this has to be a 7. So now we can place a 5 here and a 9 here, 5 here, 9 here. That's not a 9 anymore. This is not 7, and oh, that's not 7. This is a 2, no, it's not a 2, 6 pair. The 6 is actually placed over here because of this 5, 6 pair down here. Okay, so this, we can finish this column. What do we need here? We need a 5. Yes, we need a 5. It's going to put 5 in one of these 3 cells here. So we have this 5 and this 5. This is a pair. This is going to be a 2, 3 pair. All right, looking good. This is not 7 anymore. 7's in one of these 2. All right, let's fill this box in. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This cell here is not a 2 or a 4. We got 2 in the column, 4 in the row. 2 in the column eliminates 2 there. We have a 1 in this row, so 1's not there or here, and 3 in column eliminates 3 from that cell. All right, so that box is taken care of. We're left with like these 2 boxes, which are much more wide open. So first thing I'm going to look at is this row, which is down to 4. 2, 3, 4, 6. That's what we need for the row. This one's not going to be 2, 3. This one's not going to be 2, 4. All right, what's the best thing? Let's look at this. Let's just go row by row. We have 5 left in each row, but that's okay. Let's think about what we need. We need a 1, 4, 5, 7, 9. 1, 4, 5, 7, 9. Okay. And we can see 5 doesn't go here. 5, 7, and 9 cannot go there. 7 and 9 can't go here. So I notice right there that we have a 1, 4 pair in this column. So let's take the corner marks out here. I mean, we actually could leave the corner marks there. This is a 1-4 pair, which points here and eliminates that 4. 4 is going to be in one of these two cells here. So what's left in this column is a 2, 3, and 8. This is just 2, 3. This is just 3, 8. This is also just 2, 3. So the only place for 8 in this column now is right here. So you can see the 8 sees this cell. This 8 sees this cell, this 8 sees this cell, and this 8 sees this cell. And I'm just going over that because, I mean, when you have the pair here, you know 8's not going to go in there, but I just wanted to point out the 8's that are seeing those cells. All right, so this is an 8, 2, 3 left in this column. Okay, so let's go down to this row. We still need a 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And the cells we need to fill out are right here. So we need 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And so for this cell, this can only be 2, or this can't be 2, 5, or 6. So that's just 3, 7. This can't be a 3, and it can't be a 7. So that's just 2, 5, 6. Okay. So it looks like for this row, 2 is going to be in one of those two cells, which doesn't really, I mean, we already have 2 limited right here. We have a 2 place right here. So let's go down to this bottom row. This is going to be, well, we still have this up here too, but let's do this. 3, 5, 6, 9. We're down to 4 actually in this column, in this row. 3, 5, 6, and 9. All right, so this cell right here can't be a 3 or 9. This can't be a 5 or 6. So we have a 5, 6 in this bottom row. Let's take the, well, we're going to leave the corner marks in there for now. This is a 5, 6. That means this has to be a 3. That can't be a 3. Now the 3 makes this a 9. Okay. Okay, that's good. So now let's go up here and just finish out completely filling out the grid before we look for more complex stuff. We basically just have these 2 rows within this box to fill out. So I'm going to look at this column first. Since we're down to only 3, that'll be the easy place to start. We need a 2, 5, and 7. This can't be 5, this can't be 7. Okay, so unfortunately no pairs right there, so we just have to leave it like that. Let's think about the column. We need a 1, 3, 5, 6, 9. This can't be a 5 or 6. This can't be a 6 or 9. Okay, and then what do we need for this column? We need a 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. This can't be a 4, 5, 6, so that's just a 7, 9. This can't be 6, 7, 9, so that's just 4, 5. Okay, so now I am going to remove these corner marks because I feel like they're cluttering the grid at this point. I just have an easier time spotting X-wings and things like that without these corner marks, now that we have everything filled in. All right, 1, 3, 9, 1, 3, 5, 3, 6, 6, 5, and 7, 9. All right, so now the hunt for something begins. So we do have a unique rectangle here, which will let us place a 5 here. So I know I can do that, and so a unique rectangle means like if this was not a 5, you would have this 1, 4 rectangle, right? Each of these are limited to 1 and 4, and there would be no way to resolve that. We wouldn't know if the 1 goes here and here, and the 4 goes here and here, or vice versa. So that means that this has to be a 5, because if it wasn't a 5, we'd have that unique rectangle, and there would be at least 2 solutions to the puzzle. And that would let us, that may not solve the whole thing, but it's gonna at least let us place this digit right here. But let me see if I can find something else first. And if I can't, I'll go back to this for sure. We have another unique rectangle here, it looks like, on 5, 6. So that would mean this has to be a 2. I mean, I'm just going to use that, I think. I don't see why not. I mean, there's probably... there may be something else in here that I can use, but I'm just going to solve the puzzle using that. So first thing, we see this unique rectangle, which means that this has to be a 5. So we'll come over here and place a 9. We'll place a 7. Place a 5. Looks like we're going to be able to resolve this without needing to use this, but on this 5, 6 unique rectangle, we know that this is going to end up being a 2. There we go. See, it's going to end up being a 2. And this may actually solve the puzzle. There's really not a lot left in this puzzle. Oop. Okay. It's just 2 and 4, 1 and 4. That's a 2, that's a 7, that's a 9, that's a not a 9. So 1, 3 pair in the top row makes this a 2, makes this a 3, makes this 1, makes this 3, makes that 1, that's 5, 4 and 6, and 3 and 6 and 5. Oh, we still have the 1, 4 down here. Okay, that's 4 and that's 1. Okay, so there may very well have been other ways to solve that puzzle, and if you used a different technique like an X-wing or skyscraper or something, let me know in the comments. It sometimes takes me a long time to find those things, so when I saw the unique rectangle and actually saw 2 unique rectangles, I just decided to use that logic to solve the puzzle. The thing with using unique rectangles is that you're assuming that there's only one solution to the puzzle. And to a valid Sudoku puzzle, there is only one solution. So, and I did check this puzzle, you know, that there is only one solution. I always check that before I upload these puzzles. So that's always a safe assumption for most Sudoku puzzles. But every once in a while, you'll see where I guess there's puzzles out there that are not well checked that may have more than one solution. So the unique rectangle is, it just uses a little bit different logic is what I'm trying to say. Again, just let me know in the comments how you solve the puzzle, and I will see you next time.